Hi, Mike DePung here, and I'm welcoming you once again to Spirit Hill, a place where we can meet with Spirit for healing in love and light. And sometimes we just don't know how very much healing we need. I know that's true for me. Perhaps it's not true for you, but sometimes I'm a little dense. And sometimes encouragement comes from the throes, from the bowels of discouragement. I want to be real honest here, and this is just a quick word. This is going to be a short video of encouragement, I hope. This morning, after producing a video the other day and having some really nice response to it, I felt so empty. It happens to me occasionally. You pour your heart and soul into something and you don't receive what you think by ego standards are much return. And yet I know by heart standards, those polarities that exist within us, that it was invaluable, the people who did respond. And so this morning I'm feeling down and I admit it and I tell my spirits I need help. I just need help. I don't think that my work is worth very much. So please help me just to know a way to go. And I know that spirit speaks and then I decide what to do with it because my heart is spirit and it resonates, and what it resonates with from messages that we can receive, from energies that we can discern, we can choose then how we react and respond. And so that's what I did this morning. I wrote 3 pages by hand, like I always do every morning, at least 3 pages. And I was feeling down and kind of wallowing in that self-pity. That is not a pretty thing, but I'm learning, and it's not as deep and it's not as bad, and I'm healing. But what happened was this. While I was outside, sorry about moving the camera around. While I was outside, Cardinal appeared to me. And a book that I have shown you before, Ted Andrews, is kind of like a guidebook to me for the energies that different aspects of nature, different entities and species of nature have to share. And when I look up Cardinal, as Cardinal appeared, this Cardinal appeared on a wire just overhead here. I'm not going to turn the camera, but it appeared to me, and it was so insistent, it made sure it called to me and looked down at me, and I wasn't paying a lot of attention, so it hopped a little closer on the wire right over my head and cocked its head downward to make sure that I knew its eyes were connecting with my eyes. So I knew there was a message. Well, when I go to Ted Andrews' book later on, and I will tell you the reason for that in just a moment, I see that one of the really important things, that one of the things that resonated with me, that my heart said, this is what you need to know about Cardinal. Even though there's like a page and a quarter of all this stuff about Cardinal, this was exactly what was said. And I want to read this quote from Ted Andrews' book. It said, well, wait a second here, let me find it. Here it is. It said that it is associated, the cardinal is associated with the responsibility and the recognition of the importance of the task at hand. In some ways I was feeling like, hey, nothing much is happening from what I'm doing. But I am reminded this is what I have, this is what I came here for. This is what I have created. This is what I am creating. And so there was a gentle reminder. I didn't pay a lot of attention to it then, but just not too long ago, 2 neighbor ladies were out, and I usually go and retrieve trash cans for those who are older than me, if you can believe that. And they were talking, and I asked the one neighbor how she was doing. I hadn't seen her for a while face to face. She's one of the widows here in the neighborhood, and I remember them every night in my energy work. And she said, bad, real bad. And she proceeded to tell me that she had cancer and that it was pretty serious. And so that didn't make me feel a lot better. In fact, it hurt. But then she said something to me kind of out of the blue. No connection or anything. She just said right before she pulled away, I've really enjoyed watching your spirit videos, she called them. on YouTube. And that surprised me because she hadn't responded any. I didn't know that one of the few views that I have on there was from her, but it was. So when I call out to the spirits for help, they tend to answer me. And then, because I am relatively dense at times, another energy source appeared to me, and it was a blue jay in this tree right over my head. I'll tilt the camera up for this one, right up there. My oak tree, my one that I have a very special relationship with. And from there, a blue jay came with that squawking. Their call is so piercing, and it was almost like, here, here, here. Hear what? Well, I looked up in the book, my guidebook, my source, and again, there's quite a bit written about blue jay, but this is what I saw. This is what resonated with me. A time of greater resourcefulness and adaptability is about to unfold. You are going to have ample opportunities to develop and use your abilities. I didn't need any more reminder. In fact, that was enough then for me to realize. I'm going to make a quick video here, and maybe it will be an encouragement, because maybe you are like we all are prone to be when we allow ego to have its dominance in its place sometimes, but there needs to be this reconciliation with heart. And heart said, call out to the spirits. I did. And these were the answers today: a cardinal, a blue jay, and a widow. And I just hope that if you're in that place of feeling like you're not worth a whole lot, you're not very valuable, or people aren't recognizing you for who and what you are, for what you do, then call out to the spirits and see what answers you get. And if you're not sure about things, seek help. Seek help from other guides, seek help from books, seek help from, well, you can comment here down below and ask about it. But at any rate, I hope this little video is an encouragement to you for the weekend, because maybe it's been a long week for you, a hard week. For my teacher and educator friends, it's coming to the end of a year, if it's not already over. And I do know the feelings that could come in that, because I experienced it for many, many years, what it feels like at the end of a school year. Especially when you really care about your students and you miss them and it's all over, and you think, okay, now what do I do? Do I have anything of worth and value to offer? And the reality is, it's not in the response of others where worth and value comes in. It's in the value of knowing that you are expressing who and what you are, that you are expressing the spirit you, and that it means life, that it means our joy and our happiness. So, blessings to you this weekend, love and peace, and I will see you next week. Quick word, I forgot. I wanted to thank Denise and Chrissy for responding to the last video. And Chrissy, if you're not familiar with Chrissy Sawyer, look her up on YouTube and catch her videos, because she knows how to divine, how to take these energies of life and make them meaningful. And as she usually does, she left her ending salutation to me was H.I.L.L, healing and love and light. And I hadn't done it. And I want to just show you how funny this can be, how things work out. I've never put the periods after the letters, because I just thought that's a lot of extra little reaching my little finger down to hit that shift period thing or whatever. And so she did that, and I'm taking it to heart, and I will include that from now on. But she didn't say anything. She just left it, and that's the way Spirit works with us. We have these suggestions, we have these energies that appear, these encouragements and helps, and we decide what are we going to do with it. So again, love and peace from here on Spirit Hill, healing and love and light.